Blue City, or Zarqa, Jordan. Judge Ayad is a judge in the Irbid House of Justice and was inspired to go into public service, it sounds like, by his parents' role in reshaping the legislative scene in Jordan. As was mentioned before, Judge Ayad was a member of was part of the Future Judges of Jordan program, and has also studied in the European Union at the Eyad Ayed University in Poland. He's fluent in 5 languages and has published or has participated in conferences in Jordan, Turkey, the United Kingdom, Germany, Poland, Hungary, and the Maldives, and has also published in Arabic, French, and English, as well as a book on judicial ethics. Judge Ayad has had many experiences with international organizations. Recently, he was involved with the Max Planck Foundation for International Peace and the Rule of Law. And so, yeah, as you can see, we have some amazing and qualified LLM students here. I'm going to give them a few minutes to introduce themselves and talk about their experiences. But first, will you join me in giving them a welcome?
Hello everyone, I'm happy to be with you here, thank you for coming. And I am Judge Eyad Alsamhan from Jordan. I'm here to provide you pieces of advice to become professional in your study and professional life from my own experience. So I would start my, if we could say, journey of success by first chapter with the first advice. It is seize opportunity. What does that mean? It means that as long as you are now here, you should invest in every single opportunity possible. You don't only want to waste 4 years just to add 1 line in your CV or resume. You can prove yourself. For me, I managed to have a scholarship to study law at University of Jordan, but I always participated in the moot courts. I participated in many conferences in Jordan and Turkey. I managed to publish my first article in law journal during my bachelor degree. And I managed to get a scholarship, exchange scholarship from the European Union to study in Poland. This leads us to the second chapter, which is learn languages and make connections. You should know that connections and making network is the best toolkit for any law student or any law field in general. So during my, I'm learning languages for sure. During my this exchange scholarship in Poland, I learned Polish language, and I also could speak Japanese language during my, studying during the University of Jordan because I'm a fan of animes and etc. So, this connection is very good to express yourself very well. This gave me opportunity to participate more internationally with international conferences in Poland and Hungary, and not yet Germany because it's in chapter 3. However, it's given me connections with international institutes for rule of law and international peace like Max Planck Foundation, which added a lot of me. So it's my advice, just keep connections and express yourself in different languages. This will open a lot of doors for you. And my third chapter, the third advice is about, honestly it's 4 chapters only. My third chapter is never give up. I have applied thousands of applications, thousands of presentations just to present myself, to apply for the international conferences, etc. Then I become a judge, which is a great fortunate for me just because I was one of the youngest judges in the history of Jordan with this special program that our friend and as he said, told you about. And since then, this is the funny story, that I've been applying to be a student in BYU since 2012. Never give up. I was applying. So every year, every day, and every month, I try just to have my position here as a member of students, between you students. So it's a great opportunity that you have. So I managed this year just to come here and to have my dreams come true. And my last chapter is my last advice is, if you will find a way. Honestly speaking, that this is my formula for achieving anything. Believe it or not, there is only two conditions to achieve anything that you want. First, your determination and your will. Second is being enough work. So let's say an exam, as Professor Johnson has an exam, for example, for 12 chapters book. And he has only focused for 3 chapters, let's say that. And we have 2 students. The first one has studied all the chapters except these 3. Another student only studied all these 3 chapters. So it's surprisingly that no one knows how much enough work is, because you pay attention to study, only to study to this subject, paying attention to it, instead of 1,800 opportunities to things you can do at the same time. But only choose this thing to do, plus enough work. But the trick is no one knows what is enough work is. Is it only the 3 chapters that this student studied, or the whole book without these 3 chapters? So the trick is, you should, as my colleague said, work smart, don't work hard. So you should be in every moment that you have just to get smarter enough and work enough, and find out if you will find a way. This is my biggest advice for you. Thank you for listening. I'm happy for you.